Whoa, whoa, whoa. The clickbait police are here. As yes, I technically haven't wildcarded for game week 22. I know, I'm sorry. But I did slap that wildcard button last week, and I haven't revealed my team yet. So technically, this is my Game Week 22 Wildcard Reveal. Where if you haven't been a cheeky scrub and did watch my last video, I also revealed that I am quitting FPL. I am playing FPL seriously again. Woo! Former world number 3, currently sat at 10 millionth in the world, is going to try and see how high I can get. Can I get to 1 million? Can I get to 100,000? Can I get to second in the world? Absolutely fucking not, but we'll just see how high we can go. With that journey, starting with my wildcard, which I'm revealing today, which looks like... Ooh, hey! You might think it looks like an upside-down Christmas tree representing the red arrow that I've been getting all of these weeks. But actually, I know I'm a cheeky scrub, but I was unlucky the first week. I mean, first week of actually playing FPL properly again, and I get the biggest unlucky, because 2 of my players in the wildcards didn't even play. That is unlucky. I mean, when I was choosing Jacob Ramsey, why did VAR not intervene? Oh, wait, no. VAR only intervenes with bad decisions. They make the good decisions bad, you know, but this one wasn't a good decision. Yeah, I don't even know what I was doing there. I mean, he was going to be my differential. So differential that 0.1% of players are celebrating that he's injured. So differential that the points, non-existent. Now that's different if you ask me. But yeah, the rest of the team actually looked pretty good. So I'm going to go through my wildcard. Going to chinwag about why I chose the players and bore you to death. And then hopefully we'll discuss next week. And hopefully I won't be chatting shit for too long that I make myself bored. Never mind you. So let's just get on with it. So in goals, we went for the cheap Areola because I love Tets. Now, basically, he's super cheap. 4.2 mil. And I did initially have Martinez. Martinez goes and gets a 9-pointer straight away. Love that. But I did keep money in the bank, which I'll show you at the end as we discuss some transfers on that. I kept a lot of money in the bank to make some other transfers later on. So I was like, you know what? Areola, starting goalkeeper, got good fixtures for the rest of the season. Plus, he's called Areola. That's good enough to just keep him in, to be honest. You know? All these good fixtures. I mean, the fixture's so good against Sheffield United that he concedes 2 goals and gets 3 points. Thank you. Next up, Saliba. I'm not even pranking you when I say I actually had Gabriel in my team. In, like, one of my 17 drafts. Like, it always happens in a wildcard. Oh, let me find the screenshot. Oh, look, I chose him on one of my drafts and then never actually thought about actually having him. Yeah, I went for Saliba instead of Gabriel. Gabriel, yeah, not only did he get a brace, he got that clean sheet, got the bonus, 17 points. 11 more points than Saliba. I mean, I'll happily take the 6 points, right? You know, 6 points good for a defender. But then when you see his centre-back partnership score 11 more points, that is pretty... I like it. Pedro Porro, I mean, what a player. People have been saying, oh, Spurs, they might actually cash in on him. Some other team might spend big bucks for him. But don't worry, I bet you Spurs have a Pedro Porro Peters in their academy ready to come in. Yes, I stole that joke. No, I do not care. Oh, wait, let me get this right. Estupina Colada. What a player he is. I mean, Purvis. Look at this. He's gone for all these weeks. He's hibernating. He's going to play Fortnite instead. Clean sheet. That's a lie. He scored a goal. Goal. Did he get a clean sheet there? Wait, where's the clean sheet? Clean sheet. Clean sheet bonus. All these points as soon as he got back. And then he's got all of these sexy fixtures incoming. So you already know he's going to concede to Luton, Crystal Palace. And then somehow score and get a clean sheet against Spurs when we all bench him. Because that's just FPL. But yeah, what a player. Doughty, I mean, I doubty think that any Luton players are a good pick. But they do have double game week coming up. Well, not coming up soon, but they have 2 double game weeks pending. They do blank in game week 26 now. I have absolutely no clue. No Scoobies. I am literally just as clued up as a dog as like Scooby-Doo with all these doubles and blanks. Because I'm just chilling, you know. I don't want to be looking at spreadsheets and all of this goofy gaffer stuff just to play fantasy football, all right? No, I just want to get good players in and just have good vibes. That's what I'm going for. But yeah, Doughty, he was good vibes here. He's going to be good vibes probably on, like, last on my bench because, yeah. Well, actually, no, I've got 2 injured players, so I can't even chuck him last on my bench. Unlucky. Not going well already, is it, lads? It's really not. But then, finally, yes, I obviously didn't start Nathan Collins. I mean, against Nottingham Forest, it would have looked like a good fixture. A good fixture to concede 2 goals. Scrub. Can't believe it. But I did choose him because they do have a double in game week 25 for the Brentford. It is literally the worst double. Jurgen Klopp, who's clapping away. Try lad. I mean, I am sad, but it's going to make Liverpool a targetable fixture like next season. So, you know, I'll take that. But yeah, this is literally one of the worst. The double game week fixture is literally laughing at him already that you think that he's going to get any points. Ha, ha, ha. 0 bit pointer incoming. To be fair, what else is a ha ha is Captain in Saka. I saw the funniest chat ever on Twitter. People saying, would you take current Saka versus Prime Bale? Mate, I take Bale now, where he hasn't played football in almost a year, over Prime Saka for the rest of his career, not even right now. I can't believe that's even a discussion. I literally have about 3 brain cells, and I lost 4 just thinking about that, because Bale, like, how is he so underrated? And then Saka, I mean, I know it's like, oh, he's so overrated, he's crap. I mean, I captained him in FPL. Obviously, I think he's all right. But it was more for the fact of he had one of the best fixtures this week. He's at home, and he does get the goals and assists. Not big point holes. He's had 1 double-digiter, and not in a fixture you'd expect him to. But he does get points. So I was like, you know what? Who's the most likely to get points? Anybody but bloody him, apparently. But there we are. Cole Palmer, I mean, all these hindsight merchants, like, oh, obviously Palmer was the better captain. I mean, Saka was in a team that won 5-0, and Chelsea scored a penalty and only won 1-0. So you can't bloody say to me that Cole Palmer was a better captain shout, because that is a terrible shout, son. That is, like, red card for that one, because, no. I know he's a penalty merchant, and he just does seem to get them every week, but you can't say he will get them every week. But look at this. Double-digiter, 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 double-digiter. It's like a bloody phone book over here. And then I also had Foden in midfield. Also Jacob Ramsey, but Foden was the only other one that played. Rip. I got James McAtee as well, because best player, right? Who doesn't want James McAtee? I mean, if I was playing seriously and I was 10 millionth, you'd be like, why is he 10 millionth in the world? I have James McAtee in my team. You would have literally thought I've just been playing the season seriously with that decision making. Terrible. But actually, I did it because he's cheap as chips, and I don't have a bench boost, so I can just have the cheapest players on my bench and just focus on my starting 11. My starting 11 that I want to start. And already they're starting to wind me up because not all of them started straight away. I can't believe it. Then up top, we had Watkins, of course. Scores all the goals. 9 goals, 11 assists this season. Get him in. 1 point there. Cheers, lad. One more reason to consider selling you. I mean, he's got sexy fixtures, so I won't. And then João Pedro. I mean, he's another penalty merchant. He's 7 goals. I swear about 8 of those are penalties. But, again, good fixtures. Luke Dunya. And, you know, it's good to target. A lot of people going for Gross. Gross pick that. I mean, he's a good player, but for FPL, nah. I say that, you just know he's going to score a hat-trick against Luke Dunn. Everybody gets him in, and then not score for the rest of the season, because that's just FPL. But that is how that week went. And 50 points, not great. 4 million game week rank. For a wildcard, that is a bit wibbly-wobbly. That is BBC sad news. That should be YouTube channel terminated after that. But I'm 10 millionth in the world. So somehow, that was actually a green arrow. I mean, a green arrow of 20,000 people. And I bet you those 20,000 people haven't touched their team since game week 1. I wish when you could go on the overall, you could actually see people at your rank and I could look at their teams. Because if they've only got, what's the overall points here? 500 points. I hit 581 points in game week 10. Now, I obviously took the minuses to go back then. So, in over half the weeks, I've lost points. So, what are the people around me doing? That is absolutely terrible. But the best part about taking it seriously from the point I have is that I've perfectly timed it with the second chance. So, this second chance is my overall rank from this point. So, even if I only get to an overall rank of like 5 million, I'll be like, you know what, I try my best. You know, I'm not a cheeky scrub, or maybe I am. I am a bit unlucky, but I try my best, and we got that good. But then the second chance is actually going to show me how good or bad or terrible or absolutely diabolical I have attempted, and show me more proper. I mean, people have still got their chips, and I've used my chips. But anyway, yeah, that was the team last week. Obviously, I got in Haaland ready to play. Looks like he might not even play against Newcastle. So, not Newcastle. No, he didn't play against Newcastle. But he has Burnley next, which he probably won't play. Then he does have a bit of a break. So I'm hoping they do have the double in 25. So, you know, I'm keeping him for that. And then I also have Foden, so I at least have some Man City asset in there. And obviously, he scores all the points before I get him in. And as soon as I get him in, note. There we are. And then Jacob Ramsey. He's an awkward one because hamstring injury. He's been having these recurring injuries. Look, he's away. He's back. He's away. He's back. He's away. He's back. And he's away again. There was literally nothing you heard about him being injured. And I was like, you know what? Jacob Ramsey, he's basically Bellingham if he wasn't from Birmingham. Oh, wait. He might be because he came through Aston Villa. He's basically Bellingham. He's basically Bellingham. 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 But the problem is he actually needs to play to score. So, yeah, that's a shame there. But if he does come back, he has got good fixtures and he's cheap. But he is a little bit expensive for an injured player. So, I might be getting rid of him. So, the team for next week looks like... Ooh. Hey. Flagged. I like it. Right, we have the Nipple Man in goals against Bournemouth. I mean, we all hate Bournemouth, right? But to slap Swansea silly 5-0, that is just disrespect I can't have. That literally wants me to bring... I want to bring in a West Ham player and triple captain them against Bournemouth just for some revenge. Because I'm fuming. Damping raging fuming, you say. We've got the double Arsenal boysies against Nottingham Forest. I mean, Nuno is Steve Cooper with... He is literally A-level Steve Cooper. Like, B-Tech, bad. A-level, somehow slightly better. But he's literally Steve Cooper with another, like... He is just Steve Cooper 2.0, isn't he? Exact same. It's different formula, same result. That's all he is. Hopefully, it won't... Well, hopefully it'll be the same result for Arsenal, but hopefully slightly different with the points, because I would like Saliba to score this time, and I would like Saka to score this time. We've got double Brighton against Luton to brighten up my day. Spursy against Brentford. Parma's a weird one, because you see Liverpool away. They've got, I think, potentially the most amount of clean sheets this season. Not statistical nerd over here, so I don't keep track. But it's Parma. He will literally not touch the ball the entire game and get a penalty. He's got 9 goals this season, which is mad considering he didn't even start till game week 7. Hey, that's pretty good. Hopefully he'll be pretty good when he scores all of the points. I got double Man City. Now, I don't think Haaland is ready to start. And why would you risk him when you have got a lot of games coming up and also Champions League eventually? Why would you risk him against a Burnley team that could literally... Man City don't even need to walk on the pitch and Burnley will end up scoring an own goal and losing because that's just them this season. So I don't know about the captain Haaland, but who the hell else would be captain? I mean, we do have João Pedro against Luton, which could be a cheeky differential. So this is another thing. I was thinking of strategy. I'm 10 millionth in the world, right? Do I go for players that around me who are probably haven't been playing FPL, don't have, you know, the likes of Jacob Ramsey, the likes of other ones that have, like, only come to fruition the last, like, month or so? And that is exactly why I didn't take any of that advice, because it's all a lot of baloney, right? I think with my experiments that I did, my social experiments with FPL the last few weeks, I realised that FPL is literally so simple. Get the players in that score the most points. Get points. Solved it, lads. Cracked. All these content creators need to start making content. I've literally solved it. Goodbye. But no, we do overcomplicate it, right? We all get in these good players. We have good players from the start. And then they play 2 bad teams on paper. And we're like, nah, he's no longer a good player. We'll get rid of him. What? Like, I think people look at fixtures a bit too much. Especially someone like Palmer. I've seen loads of people bench Palmer. He's got 9 goals this season. He's on penalties. And he's playing for a Chelsea team who, yeah, are a bit dodgy. More dodgy than those fire sticks. But he does score goals. He does get points. Don't bench him. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you've got players like Jacob Ramsey, you should maybe start him instead of Palmer, you know what I'm saying. But wouldn't it be hilarious if I sell or bench Jacob Ramsey and he somehow, for some reason, starts and scores? I will literally, like, no. I don't even know what I do. But yeah, we overcomplicate it. Just like I'm overcomplicating my explanation of my strategy. But essentially, I've chose the good core of players. I've got an Arsenal defender. I've got a Stupinan, Pedro Porro, Saka, Palmer, Foden, Haaland, and then Watkins, I guess. And what I was thinking was, I'll get all these good players. They got good fixtures for the rest of the season. They're probably just going to tickle along and get all the points. And then players like Jacob Ramsey can come in when they actually play and be my differential to actually boost me up further. Because I think FPL is about and should be about getting the good 8-9 core players that'll just score points all season, and then the last remaining spots is the one you risk. Should you risk going without a Haaland, without a Palmer? Probably not, because you're just betting against it, right? Like, but the thing is, people like say it'll work, like, oh, I didn't have Haaland these last few weeks and look how much rank I've gone up. Yeah, but you failed to mention you also have half players in your team that have scored all of the points and you just didn't have them before. You know, get in players who score points. That simple. But yeah, the captaincy this week. Well, obviously, Haaland is probably a no, isn't he? But then is Foden going to start? I mean, he's been doing well and getting the minutes in, but is it worth the risk? Of course it is. Captain Philly Foden. Hopefully, he fills me with joy and gets all of the points. But we could make it even spicier than this. Because if we go to transfers, ooh, Bacon's got a bank loan up in here. 5.6 million in the bank. If I had 5.6 mil, would I quit FPL forever? To be fair, if somebody offered me 5.6 mil to quit, 100%, take it. I'll take half. Actually, if they're offering 5, why would I only take half? Don't know. So 5.6 mil in the bank. The main reason for that is that I can afford Saka or Foden out for Salah. And then I was thinking in a week or two, when the people who wildcarded around here have used them, like me, I can then be one step ahead because I've already got Salah and Haaland, even though I've wildcarded a few weeks before. Problem. Haaland still injured. Salah, even though he was going to be gone for longer, he's also injured. So that's plans out the window before we even started. But with 5.6 mil, it does leave me a bit of bob to play around with. Now, the only other players I would consider getting in, well, first you lock out who you want to get out. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Don't think, ooh, I could get out Saka this week for a player like Anthony Gordon, and you never know. No, don't get out good players for risks. Get out the risks for risks, okay? So Jacob Ramsey, he's just a risk to my mental health at this point, not points, because, yeah, no, get away. But with him out, I get 11.5 million in the bank, which is not only is very tasty indeed, but it also leaves me enough money for Kevin De Bruyne! Kevin De Bruyne! Oh boy. Now with that, we can not only have Kevin De Bruyne here, but he will play Burnley this week, and he's apparently ready to play the 90. He's got Brentford, he's got Everton, and then he's got Chelsea and Brentford in the double, both at home. Look at these fixtures. Look at the home. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. And with Salah out, Son's probably not going to be back for a while, although South Korea almost got knocked out of the Asian Cup. But again, they blank in 26, so, you know. I think Kevin De Bruyne in this week is the shout. That's a shout! And not only do I think it's a shout, I'm not going to make it now, the transfer now, because there's FA Cups on, and that would be an absolute cheeky scrub. But I think I will get it, Kevin De Bruyne! And not only that, I will then captain him, and he will be ready to go against Burnley. And Vincent Company will keep me company by sitting and crying on the bench when Burnley lose, and then De Bruyne ends up getting no points. But there we are. But anyway, that's going to be it. This has been my Game Week 22 wildcard reveal, where I've revealed my wildcard that I didn't wildcard this week. I wildcarded last week, but I did reveal it this week. And again, just to confirm, I'm playing FPL seriously again. I'm not going to be a proper cheeky scrub looking at all these spreadsheets, but inhaling Excels into my brain. But I am going to be trying to see how high I can go. Currently 10 millionth in the world. Can we get... I honestly... I don't even know if like 7 mil is good to that point. But again, we've got the second chance league to kind of also look at as well, which counts it from here. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Go and, I don't know, flick your nipples whilst you wait for the game week, because why the hell have we got a Tuesday deadline? Whoever thought that needs to be expelled. Terrible. But anyway, that's going to be all. Thanks for watching, and bye! Bye, Driver!
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.